Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's stream, which is the biggest game of the season without a shadow of a doubt. It's first versus second in the Premier League. It's a game which should have taken place months ago, but didn't for a number of circumstances, and we are finally here. We are finally out here. The Arsenal versus the Manchester City. Hello, guys. Love you too. Hello, Narmbread. I find out the smallest clubs in the world at TTV. I'm not sure about that. And hello, Miz. But yes, indeed. It's Arsenal versus City. It's the Premier League, and it's live, as Martin Tyler would say. Let's take a look at today's lineups, because there's been a lot made about today's teams, which is fair enough. From an Arsenal perspective, there is one very notable absentee, and that is Thomas Partey. Instead, it is Jorginho in the 6 role, in the defensive midfield role. So that could be huge, potentially. Another interesting change is that Tomiyasu is in over Ben White. Apart from that, the rest of the team is as you would expect. So as I say, from an Arsenal perspective, it's just the Jorginho one. And let's be honest, that is a very big downgrade going from Partey to Jorginho. But it's a slightly bigger upgrade than, you know, Lukonga or whatever. So it's a thing. Hello, Maths. How are you doing? So it's going to be interesting to see how Jorginho deals with that, because Arsenal have had the best midfield this season. Partey's been a big element of that. Is Jorginho going to be able to take up the mantle, or is he going to get overran by the likes of Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne? Going over to the City team, and Jack says, get Bernardo out of left back, says Jack. Well, you're saying that, but I can't. Because this is, apart from Ake, who is in for Laporte, this is the exact same team that Pep played against Aston Villa. And in that game, Bernardo Silva played literally everywhere. Sometimes he was here at centre-back. When the other team had the ball, by the way, this isn't even a weird in-possession thing. So when City didn't have the ball, they just played they normally play a back 3 in possession, but they also played a back 3 out of possession, and sometimes a 4. So it was like this sort of thing. It was like that. It was like that. And like Bernardo sometimes was the left centre half, and then sometimes Laporte was the left back, and Bernardo was there, and sometimes he was the left back. And Barto, thank you for following the channel. So yeah, but then sometimes he was popping up here in central midfield alongside Rodri, and then sometimes he was popping up here in attack midfield, and Gundogan would go backwards. So yeah, it was a very weird role for Bernardo Silva, but it worked very well. My only issue with it, I really didn't think he'd do it again. I thought that would just be like a one-time thing. Because of this man, I really thought that we wouldn't be playing Bernardo as a sort of hybrid centre-half, left-back, all-action role because of Saka. I'm guessing that's why Ake's been brought in over Laporte, because Ake is quicker than Laporte, and also Ake did have a very good game against Saka when these two teams met earlier in the season in the FA Cup. So a very weird team. And Tom says Rodri can drop back as the centre-half. He can, Tom, but he didn't do that against Aston Villa, really. Rodri, if anything, Rodri was even more aggressive and press-heavy than usual, and creative than usual. Hello, Matt. So, Prayer Turkey says, Sound, how you doing, Sound? So, yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see how that all pans out. I wonder how brave Arsenal will be on the ball now that, and off the ball, now that Partey is not in the starting 11. It'd be really interesting to see. I predicted Arsenal to win yesterday when I was asked for my prediction. I don't know now, because I would have been, if City just played a normal team, if Pep just played a normal team, I think I'd be relatively confident. But it's the Bernardo one at left back. As I say, he was able to do that against Aston Villa brilliantly well. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I think this is gonna be a cagey game. I'm gonna go a draw. I'm gonna go 1-1. Let me know your score predictions, guys. Watch Bernardo put in a Roberto Carlos level performance. Hey, Narmbread, I would love that. And Jack says Mr. Ake will be keeping Saka in his pocket from last time. He did have a very good game against him, didn't he? Yeah, this game is on Amazon Prime, and that is why you'll notice I don't have my headphones on. I've got my earphones in instead. Because last time because Amazon Prime just has a big delay in it, no matter what platform you watch it on, it seems. But the delay on my phone isn't as bad as the delay if I try to watch it on the Skybox. So I'm watching it on my phone, which is in front of me. Thankfully, I've got a big phone screen, so it doesn't look AIDS, but it's fine. So hence this, if that makes sense. Yeah, Matt says 3-0 to City. Tom says 2-1 to City, and Jack says 2-0 to City. Wow, well, I would love that. I would adore that, because I'd take a draw 100% at this stage in the season. And TTV says we're going to beat Barca tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that game, to be honest, TTV. I cannot lie to you. I cannot lie to you. I would never lie to you. I'd never lie. I'd have no reason to lie. Watch it off Yala Live. I don't even know what that is, Narmbread. Is that some sort of obscure illegal interface? Have the Dortmund game on. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll do that when Chelsea Dortmund kick off at 8. I'll pop that on the TV. Good shout. This is it's earphones. Will, how you doing, by the way, Will? I was just explaining that I've got to watch it on my phone because the delay is slightly less bad on my phone compared to my Sky box. Yeah, that's why I don't like when games are on Prime. Tom says, I think we will concede again. Edson won't get his 100th Premier League clean sheet. Yeah, I can definitely see a couple goals, but it being relatively cagey overall. But it is a big game. In fact, can I have a look at the Premier League standings? Yes, I can. There we go. So we can see exactly what it would mean if City won. City would go to top of the table with a game in hand. But still, nevertheless, I think that would be the first stage all season where City would be top of the table. So it could have a big mental aspect, maybe, if that happens. It's a huge if it happens. It would also mean that Arsenal would have gone 3 games in a row without a victory, which obviously hasn't happened all season, and it could be a huge mental aspect for this young Arsenal team. Will Arsenal begin to crumble if that happens? I don't know. I don't think so, but could be big. Could be big. Miss says, did you see the Thomas Tank Engine thing on Hogwarts? No, I've not played that game. Oh, it's a Saudi Arabian website which apparently shows every sport. Oh. And Daniel, how are you doing? Daniel says, come on, City. Will says, I'm doing well. Going to watch the first 30 of this and then dip. It's the all or nothing derby. Who is that, Will? Who's playing in that? Or do you mean Arsenal versus City is the all or nothing derby because they both have Prime things? Jack says it'll be 4 without a win. Will it? Will it? If Everton can do it, we can, despite being away true. Daniel says, I don't think Bernardo will play left back. I think without the ball, Ake will play left back and Rodri will drop to centre half. I predict we'll play the exact same against Aston Villa, and so Rodri won't be doing any dropping, and it'll be Bernardo who sort of drops to centre half and left back and all that shenanigans. So what game are you watching, Will? Because you say you're going to dip. I assume you're watching a game. Hogwarts is sick. You can get a gun mod. Do you need guns if you've got wands, though? Surely? Avada Kedavra and all that shite? You're dipping for Borough. Who are the mighty Borough playing, Will? Us, Everton, Brentford, and then us again. Oh, because of the FA Cup, of course. Hello, Ashu. I forgot about the FA Cup. Yeah, well, certainly in the league, it would be 3 without a victory, if that does indeed happen. Yeah, Tom says City beat the Arse in the FA Cup, then Everton beat them, then Brentford drew, and if City win, it'll be 4 without a win. Hello, Mo. Get your score predictions in. Ashu as well. I want to see your score prediction. I'm doing great, Ashu. You know, I don't even know how I'm feeling. Like, the sort of, I know we're still like halfway through the season, so there's still loads of games to be played and whatnot. But I think this can sort of be related to the City-Liverpool game in the 18-19 season. And for that game, I felt sick. I thought I was going to be ill with like nerves and stuff. I don't feel nervous at all this season, and it's nothing to do with how I think, oh, I'm so confident City are going to win the league. In my head, I've spoken about this. I've sort of already conceded in my brain that City aren't going to win the title this season. I'm now 70% sure Arsenal are going to win. So that's why I'm not really nervous. But at the same time, if City can get a win today, then I'm going to have to update those percentages, because then there'll only be 3 points, and one of those games is at the Etihad. So it's a very weird season. I was so sure it was all over, and then Everton and Brentford did something, and then City had a chance, and then they fucked against Spurs in silly games. But that's why it's interesting. That's why it's an interesting time to be a football fan. And Will's going 3-1 City 1. I don't think anyone has predicted a draw apart from me. Oh, no, never mind. Ashu says 2-0 Arsenal. There we go. I was going to say, I don't think anyone's predicted an Arsenal win. Hello, Vaughan. Is that the lineup? Pep's proper concern with how compact Arsenal life has got Bernardo in his rest defense. Well, yeah, Vaughan, I'm assuming it's going to be the exact situation with Villa, where Bernardo played centre-back, left-back, everywhere. But, you know, nominal formations are nominal. Oh, Borough, Sheffield United. Oh, that is a big game. Yes, indeed. Mo says the midfield battle should be very interesting. I feel like Pep is banking on winning it with the weird formation, and the lack of party could be huge. Hope you enjoyed the video, Ashu. And Tom thinks, I think we'll have a Rodri winner like last time. Wonderful. Mo says 2-2. I'd go for a draw. What's going on for Laporte and Stones? Are they injured out of favour? Stones is injured. Laporte played against Villa. So I touched on it before. I'm assuming Ake. So the only change in this lineup compared to the Villa game is Ake for Laporte. I'm assuming that's because Ake did very well against Saka last time out, and Ake is much quicker than Saka, so he can probably deal with Saka a little bit more. I'm guessing is the theory. I'm guessing that's the idea behind that change. But otherwise, I mean, Laporte has been injured for a lot this season, so he hasn't played too much this season because of that. Hello, DR. They haven't really played without Party this season. I think he's played in 18 of their 21 games. Is that right? The game where Rodri got the winner was wild. Arsenal was straight at the better side, then randomly got a red card. Yeah, and there were some weird refereeing decisions in that game as well, Will, to be honest. If memory serves. It was an odd game. I remember laughing. I just remember laughing when the winner went in, because I was like, guys, we've robbed a point here. We've robbed a draw. And then... and then we got the win. I just started laughing because I was like, what is happening? Tom says, I want Ake basically a left back versus Saka. Take the weird earphones. They're just like beats. And I normally use these for the gym. As I say, I've got to have these in so I can listen to my phone, because it's on Amazon Prime. So I need the game on my phone so that it's not on too much of a delay on my TV. Is Ben White? No, Ben White's on the bench, Jack. So I don't think so. I think that might be tactical. The only reason I predict an Arsenal win is because I love wins against all odds, and the game's at the Emirates. I don't even think it's against all odds, Ashu. You know, Arsenal are the best team in the league this season. Cake says, I hope both teams lose. Excellent. If Arsenal win this, IMO, they've 75% win the title. If it's a draw, I'd say 60%. If Arsenal win, I know I've already like half conceded. I'm going to just totally concede. I'm going to say if Arsenal win, the title race is over. And I'm 90% convinced of that. 90% sure. I just realised Pep's playing the formation DR cooked up a year ago. Prime has got City playing a 3-4-3 with Kevin and Bernardo playing as wing backs. I'd be very surprised if that was the case, but we will see what we see. Prony isn't in London. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Pep's going to surprise Arteta by playing straight Prime Dashball. Oh, dearie, 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 dearie me. I'm bricking it, says Musty. Can't wait for the cheats to humble Arsenal, says Jack. Ben White doesn't start versus the Big Six. He gets benched for defensive reasons. This is why he isn't as good a right back as everyone says. I mean, to be fair, he's a centre back playing a right back. Guys, own look at Lukonga's been loaned. Well, that's why they brought in Jorginho, and that could be the huge talking point of the game. Top 4 be Arsenal, United, City, Liverpool. Oh, yeah, guys. I mean, look, I just punched my phone. If genuinely... Oh, here we go. We've kicked off. If Liverpool beat Newcastle, that's huge. What do we think? Who is getting that 4th spot? If we're assuming City, United, and Arsenal get top 3 in whatever order, who do you guys think is going to get a 4th spot? It has indeed kicked off. I remember to click it this time. Yes. As I say, apologies if there are any... Oh, gosh, that was a lunge. Ideas. Apologies if there are any slight delays between chat and me and the game, but it's Amazon Prime, and there's not really much I can do about it. I think Chelsea won't get relegated this season. Excellent stuff. If we beat Newcastle and beat Wolves, we're only 3 points behind Newcastle. That's what I'm saying. So, do Liverpool have a late... Are they going to have a late rally? That is the question. Oh, and there we go. City have given the ball away. It is Bernardo at left back, by the way. And Saka's got an overload, has he? And Xhaka clears it well over. Well done, City. All good. I think top 4 would be Arsenal, City, United, and Spurs. Yeah, Spurs were a good shout. Liverpool fans talking relegation last week at top 4 this one. Beating Everton isn't going to change much. They aren't getting top 4, says KX. Will, it happened against Villa. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what happened against Villa. Sometimes Bernardo Silva was at left centre half. When Villa had the ball, by the way. Oh my. And yeah, so it's going to be the exact same thing. That's how I've assumed it's going to be, and it looks like that is indeed going to be the case. So expect Bernardo to occupy left centre half as well. Yeah, Jack, that's where he's playing, mate. That's where he's playing. It's like, you know, Fabian Delph. Bernardo Silva is he's almost as good as Fabian Delph. That's what he does. As I say, guys, if you watch the Aston Villa game, this will not be anything new. And there you go. He's moved more centrally now with Ake at left back. It's or you know, the furthest left position. It makes it very weird and interesting. There are inherent flaws with this system, obviously, but it's interesting, isn't it? The biggest issue is going to be whether Saka gets space to run into. Pep's overthinking a big game yet again, guys, says Jack. He was practicing against Villa. Joel says, one thing I will say is that Everton result before felt like the time we changed things feels like a massive result because of how we played. Well, I know a lot of people. I think I predicted a draw, but loads of people were predicting an Everton win, like a comfortable Everton win as well. So the fact that didn't happen, could the tables be turning? Could the tides be changing? Could the tables be changing and the tides turning in Merseyside, in the red half of the Merseyside? That is the question. The Mers. Not the Moors, the Mers. Hello, boss. How you doing? If you have the ball, you are not in danger. Pep took his own quote to the extreme. I mean, do you know what I mean? Yes, boss. Pep next game is going to be playing Scott Carson at striker. I hope so. Oh, Thomas, you're going to have to chill out with these messages, otherwise a moderator might be timing you out. Oh, never mind, you're sending a nice message. Oh, I thought you were sending spam. Right. Okay, guys, I promise I'm only going to ask this one more time, I promise. And I promise to remember this nap time. By Shetic? By Setich? By Chetich? How am I pronouncing his name? I'm sure one of those I've just said is correct. I feel like it's by Chetich. But let me know. Is Jarl considered a slur? No. Jarl means you all. Okay, good. I got that right then. By Setich. Oh no, I said by Chetich. Never mind. Okay, there we go. That'll be the last time. I promise that's the last time. By Setich. By Setich. I've got it. It's ingrained. It's ingrained. It's ingrained. You're from a Slavic country. Oh, where, Bosk? Where? And you have a really annoying thing where you say it properly. Yeah, because I want to. Because I said it incorrectly, KX, and I got mocked for it. I don't want that to happen again. So I want to make sure. A Bosnian. El Jeko land. Wonderful stuff. Musty will be happy. Musty will be very happy. He's from North Macedonia and he loves Edin. Oz flicked on to Haaland. He's got a chance to run at Gabriel, and he ends up with the ball here, and he plays in Riyad Mahrez. Sits here in the Arsenal box, and then Mahrez does shit all with that. That's a shame, because that was looking good from a City perspective. Learn some languages. KX, mate, I'm sorry that I don't know fucking things. Hello, Oliver, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know what Mahrez was doing there. Haaland did really well. He got past Gabriel and Zinchenko, then played in Mahrez. And then Mahrez should have done much better. Yeah, Will, if you watch City carefully, you know that that's not an irregular occurrence. Yellow's faded. Why is that, Bosk? But yeah, Oliver, I'm good. I'm chilling. I would, I've touched on it before, I would take a draw today. Oh, a win would be lovely. A win would be lovely. But, Bernardo tackled Saka and won the ball there. Here's Jack Grealish. Have a shot, mate. Oh, what a little nutmeg. Oh, the corner in the end. I thought that Bernardo won the ball quite well there. It could have been a foul. He goes through Saka. Yeah, that was a foul, actually, yeah. And Will says that was definitely a foul. City tactically winning a corner so it can't get pulled back for VAR. What a win. What a win. 100% winning. No, Arsenal the best team in the league, Drill. I wouldn't be so confident. Gundogan with the ball in. Wants a free kick. He ain't going to get one. So bloody keep at it. Got an injury so you can play it so you don't watch it. Oh, well, fair enough. Grealish is getting booed for some reason. Interesting. Okay, sure, why not? Bernardo left back shift's already starting. Thoughts on the Penman Petty disaster class yesterday? Well, you know, Bernardo gave the ball away. What a fraud. Oh, but then Gundogan picks up. Yeah, I watched the game. PSG stink without Mbappe, clearly. Yeah, Neymar was poo. And speaking of poo, City gave the ball away for no real reason, once again. Giving the ball away for no reason in midfield. We love that. We love to see that. It's almost as if those errors aren't really getting ironed out. Well done, lads. And yeah, I thought Bayern battered them, honestly. I mentioned in the Discord server, I was surprised when I realised that it was at PSG. Arsenal can't deal with the City pool aura. Hello, Kyrios, how you doing? Where do you watch the game? On Amazon Prime. That's bloody where. And PayPal scored 2 disallowed goals. He did indeed. One of them was very... Oh, Bernardo was with another tackle on Saka. I thought he was going to get yellow carded then. Anthony Taylor's got a very bald head, hasn't he? It's very shiny. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a huge foul. Hello, Owl. How you doing? Bernardo's going to be in trouble if this continues. He is. He's already... You know, he's just letting him know he's there, you know? He's just being courteous. Just, hi, Saka. How you doing? Here's my foot. Oh, yeah. Why? Why are we doing this, Pep? If it works... That's the thing. That's always the issue with, like, Pep's overthinking. If it works, he's genius. If it doesn't work, he's an overthinking idiot. But, you know, it worked against Aston Villa, so therefore he's a genius. A team beat Newcastle. Is it at... Oh, it's at Newcastle, isn't it? Haven't Newcastle only lost once? And that was because of, like, a... Oh, God. Pump it away, City. And that was because of, like, a 95th minute winner against Liverpool. I think a draw is most likely. Oh, that was nearly a bad touch by Odegaard. And that was a good ball in, but then... Sorry, Odegaard. That was nearly play it through, but wasn't quite able to. And here's Bernardo, and Saka's going to have to... And the converse to this is Saka's going to have to do a lot of defensive work. Bernardo gave it away there. Nice. Nice, mate. Nice, mate. Well done. Yeah, conversely, when Bernardo comes forward, Saka's going to have a lot of defending to do. Which he didn't do it in the FA Cup game, which led to the goal ultimately. Shut up, TR. I hate you so much. Pep confuzzles me sometimes. He does. He does. But I guess that's good because you don't want to be a predictable manager, do you? I mean, I really thought that putting Ake in would be a bank in terms of FPL, but then he didn't play against Villa. Because I was like, well, he's surely got to play centre-back or left-back, like, surely. And then that just didn't happen. It's a thing. You're never safe from Pep roulette, clearly. Edson punting it. Surprisingly, Haaland did well there to win the ball. Grealish can't get it off Tomiyasu, though. And Tomiyasu, I'm guessing, has been brought in to deal with the Jack Grealish factor. Would I like some Bosnian snacks? Only if they're tasty. I went to the Bournemouth Newcastle game. Newcastle were tragic. Now we're on St. Maximin and Bruno got injured. Oh, are they still injured? Again, why is De Bruyne not able to make such a basic pass? This is the shit I'm talking about. And this is going to be a goal now. Oh, and Nketiah really should have squared it to Martinelli, I feel like. You got 30 points on your bench. What a win. I don't have the PO box, Bosk, now. I do not. I'm not relevant enough for one of those. Oh, dear. If they score from this, it still counts as when... Oh, never mind. So you've got the ball back now. Ball. Again, giving the ball away for no reason. No, Will. Don't give me that shit. Trying to applaud him for not being able to make a simple pass. No, it's Kevin De Bruyne. Like, come on. Don't give me that. He's been doing it all season, sadly. Well, not all season. That's a bit harsh. He's been doing it for certain elements of this season. And here Arsenal, ball in. This is dangerous. And Ake's given away a penalty, has he? Oh, it's gone the other way. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure about that one. I thought that was a penalty, to be honest. Oh, no, it's just brave from Ake. Fair play. I don't think it's a foul, though. That's definitely not a foul on Ake. You can't... I mean, there's such a thing as a high boot, but then, like, Ake's head is, like, down there. Dear me. Nice and Brexit from Nketiah, says KX. And this will be the interesting matchup. Tomiyasu has been brought in at right back over Ben White, who's been one of the best, one of, if not the best right back in the league this season. That's a question, guys. Who's been the best right back? Is it Trippier or is it Ben White? Or is it someone else who I've not named? Let me know. Quick fun fact. Anthony Taylor's first game back in the Prem since refereeing the FIFA Club World Cup final. That is a fun fact. Thank you for that fact. That is a fun fact. And yes, it was. I started a Kanjumani. Is that a kanji? DR says Trippier easily. Rico Lewis. Yes, Will. Grealish would be an unbelievable play if he had a decent final ball. It's definitely something he needs to, as much as I love Grealish, I do agree with you. It is definitely an aspect he could improve on. A 1 minute delay for Owl. Oh my. Tom says, I said Trippier brought Newcastle to the top of the league. That's fair enough. Here is Bernardo. Oh god, Bernardo. Why are you there? Dearie me. Anyway. What's going on? What's occurring? Bernardo Silva at left back. Who'd have thought? I thought we were done with the whole midfielders in left back when Zinchenko left. Clearly not. It's never going to die, is it? It's never going to go. This is never going to end. This is going to be the new norm. Left backs are going to cease to exist and function. Prime should buy all the stream rights. No, they shouldn't, KX, because then I've got to watch all the fucking games on a delay on my fucking phone rather than on cable satellite television. Unless Sky just gets like the Amazon Prime channels somehow. I don't know how that would work. I mean, they got a BT channel, so I guess they could probably make it work. I don't fucking know. Walker, just punt it, mate. Just punt it, mate. An interesting ball, which nearly turned into a ball for Haaland. And Gundogan intercepts that, does he? Well done, Rodri, sorry. Run with that, Jack. Well done. Gundogan now. He's got De Bruyne and Riyadh. Please be on side. You are. Look at Kevin on the overlap. Never mind. He doesn't find him. He clips it to Haaland at the back post, does he? And Haaland puts it back across the goal, but there's no one there. Oh. Amazon Prime's Kansas, says Owl. It's just, if they fix the stream delay on Prime, I'd be all for it because it's much cheaper than Sky and BT. But they've got to sort that. They've got to sort that out. Bernardo at left wing back's making me shit myself, says Tom. Diaz says, did Mendes impress you yesterday? Haaland's things. I mean, Haaland put a good ball across goal, to be fair. I don't know if the shot was on. Yeah, Nuno Mendes. I don't know if he impressed me going forward. I didn't. Oh, Ramsdale's down here. Hopefully he's all right. I wasn't really impressed with Mendes from a defensive standpoint. I thought that he probably should have got a bit closer to like Koeman for the goal, for example. Offensively, he was good, but I don't think that's ever been in question. Yeah. Let me know what you guys thought about him. Am I being too harsh on Nuno Mendes? Let me know what you guys thought about him. Why is my... What's happening here? Oi! Apple Watch? Shut up! I ain't talk to you. My screen just went off because my Apple Watch got confused. For fuck's sake. Can we go live now? I don't know if I'm live anymore. What a bag of AIDS. Thanks, mate. You dirty mare. Oh, I love when it goes from landscape to portrait when I didn't tell it to. That's my favourite. Oh, the F1's nearly back. Who's going to win, KX? Who's going to win the F1? Do you know about, like, how good the vehicles are yet? Yeah, Haaland opted to cross. He was expecting someone was with him. There was not. Play 4-4-2. Get Alvarez on the pitch, IMO. Hello, Sakik. How have we been playing? All right. All right. It's been quite an even game so far. I think it's fair to say. I don't think either team's really had, you know, like a brilliant sight of goal either way. Yes, it's been pretty even so far. What was the most interesting Arsenal moment? Xhaka had a shot, but that went well over. But that was an interesting event. Apart from that, I don't really think anything. To be honest, underrated shirt, says Akik. Yes, it is from the. I think it's from the 14-15 season because it's got. Well, it must be because it's got the 13-14 champions thing there. It's very. I agree. It's very nice. It's got Nobbins on the back as well. LNobbins to be precise. And the number 11 because that was Kolarov's number. Oh god. Right, my 1-all is still on the cards, lads. Well, I guess every single score prediction is still on the cards because a goal hasn't been scored yet. You know what I mean? It's a thing. It is a thing. Walker with a step up, but it led to nowhere. Bernardo had to get in there on... Oh, what's Anthony Taylor doing? With his bald head. Oh, it's an Arsenal ball. Okay, there we go. I was very confused as to what actually happened there. But it was indeed an Arsenal foul. By Setic. By Setic. Okay, the issue of square to Marseille. Oh, yes, DI, you're absolutely right, yeah. Yeah, there was a half moment where maybe Nketiah could have squared it and nothing was Martinelli could have had a decent sight of goal. Maybe would Diaz have intercepted it? I don't know, but it probably would have been the better option rather than shooting. Or maybe cutting in. And Zeki says, don't want to brag, but I've assigned Jovetic off that shirt. Jovetic was such a disappointing player, man. He should have been good. should have been good. And yet he wasn't, so irrelevant. I mean, didn't help he was made of glass. Oh, Edison's got the ball. Lovely. Wonderful. Sensational scenes. Edison claiming the ball. Has he always had that mustache, Edison? That bit of facial fluff. Has he always had that? I need to get rid of my facial fluff. It's getting itchy. I don't like that. I don't like that a single bit, lads. Right, here's Ake. Punts it out. Saka's like, you're not getting away from me. And now Saka's down. Hopefully he's alright. I think it was just a collision from him, Ake booting the ball at him. He was classic for him. And that's why it was so exciting, Zakik. But ultimately, it came to nothing. As I've just not noticed it then, Tom. Fair play. Watching this terrorism has me excited for Carrot Ball in 10 minutes. Yeah, I know a lot of people are hoping, the two best sides in England this season, hoping for, some fluid football. If anything, I think it's going to be the opposite. The FA Cup game, for example, wasn't exactly free-flowing football, was it? I think this is almost a case of both sides not wanting to overcommit. Not losing is more important than winning for this particular game. But Arsenal are in the driving seat in respect to the title race. They can afford to drop points. City cannot really. And here, Arsenal have a chance. Ake came across really well, but it has fallen kindly to Martinelli. Rodri did well. Ball comes in. Now that's dangerous. And Nketiah maybe should have done better there. That was a good ball in by Zinchenko, the ex-City man. Eddie has to score there. Yeah, let's have another look at this. Came out to Zinchenko, who just pops one in. Yeah, Nketiah's got to score there. He goes in between Bernardo Silva and Ake. Yeah, I think it almost comes off his shoulder in the end. Yeah. That's the best chance of the game, and he should have scored it. Big chance for the arse. Why couldn't Nketiah stink this bad against us? Says KX. That's the biggest chance of the game. And it came from a cross onto the head of Nketiah. Arsenal. Bernardo left back is not it. Says Narmbread. It might not be. It might not. Again, that ball, it's too easy. God, Diaz had to get that one right, because otherwise that would have been another clean shot on goal. Xhaka's screaming. He's saying, yes, come on, the lads. I keep forgetting the Arsenal sponsored by Prime, not Amazon Prime. Arsenal starting to tick now, says Will. Yes, indeed. City have got to try to weather this storm. City have been, decent from set pieces in recent days, I feel like. So hopefully they can clear this one out. It actually came to Gabriel. There's an Arsenal player on the floor. Some reason City aren't able to clear it. And now Edison will claim it. There was some shouts for a penalty from Arsenal fans. I think more out of hope rather than expectation. What do you think happens with Nketiah when Jesus is fit again? It's a good question, Jack, because, arguably, Nketiah's been better than Jesus this year because Jesus has been out for so long. And Nketiah's come in and has been scoring some really crucial goals. I still think that Jesus will be worked back into the side. God, Tomiyasu's pressed so high on Grealish there. Which is, it's good for Arsenal until and if, one time it doesn't work. And then Grealish have a lot of space. And that's a terrible decision. And De Bruyne's lobbed it. Gets it. Terrible play by Arsenal. And out of nothing, Man City have scored. And De Bruyne loves the goal against the arse. Huge moment. Arsenal, their own worst enemy. Tomiyasu, no idea what that man was doing. Terrible decision by him. Was it a mistake to drop Ben White? But it was Jack Grealish putting him under pressure, forcing... Well, is it even a forced error? I don't know. Let's have another look at this. But De Bruyne with an instinctive first... It's a really good goal, by the way. Let's have a look at this. It's flicked over to Tomiyasu. Yeah, Tomiyasu... it's terrible. It's a really good finish by De Bruyne. First time on his weak foot. It's really good. It's really not an easy chance. But yeah, Grealish putting the pressure on Tomiyasu, who just plays a blind pass back to Ramsdale, who was not ready, was not prepared for that. And yeah, don't know what Tomiyasu's doing. Just doesn't really look. And De Bruyne doesn't even look at the goal. Because the goal posts do not move, ladies and gentlemen. And City take the lead. Lovely finish by Kevin. It's a lovely goal. I totally agree. Will, you couldn't say it you could have said it better. Brilliant from De Bruyne. Tomiyasu needs to do so much better. Totally. Arsenal were in the ascendancy for like the last 5 or 10 minutes. And they've given away a totally unnecessary goal. Slightly forced error. Because Grealish is putting a degree of pressure on Tomiyasu. But really, he's not putting enough pressure on which justifies that sort of mistake. So yeah, it's just that's just like one of those for Arsenal. Can't really legislate for your right back doing that. That's just mad. But De Bruyne still had so much work to do. First time, lobbing it over Ramsdale, floating it into the net. Really lovely finish. And game on. From a City perspective, wow. Did not think that would happen. Saka's done so well there. Bernardo's got to get booked here. This is ridiculous. Got to get booked. That's the 3rd time now. Saka's right. Right, I'm sorry, but that's a yellow card. That is no, sorry. I think it's technically the 2nd time he's done it, but he did do it a 3rd time, but it didn't count as a foul because the referee didn't say it was a foul. But I have no idea how Bernardo's not been booked. No idea. Zakik says this is where the game gets good. I love the Amazon Prime graphics. De Bruyne just popped up on my screen. Yeah, exactly, Nambred. It is good. I like the way Prime is presented. The only issue for me is the delay. Apart from that, I'm all for Prime having more games. I can hear the non-existent City fans. But I was a lucky boy. Yeah, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be fuming because I thought he should have been yellow carded earlier, to be honest. So that means Bernardo's got one more opportunity to do a cheeky foul on Saka when he like gets away from you, like a cynical foul. Ake into Rodri. Rodri's just got to get rid of it. Oh, Gundogan, that's really good. Oh, nearly tried to find Haaland, but it wasn't the best ball. Is this game opening up a little bit? I bet any money Arsenal will score in the next 10 minutes. There's going to need to be a reaction before half-time, you'd think. De Bruyne versus Arsenal is cash money. He always performs. He's got some ridiculous goal-scoring rate. Here's Martinelli. Mahrez up against Martinelli. That can only end one way. And that's got to be a goal. And no, it's not. Tomiyasu blazes over. It is on his weak foot, but he's got to do better there, hasn't he? Yeah, that's terrible. You've got to do better there. I don't care if you're right back. I don't care if it's your weak foot. Do better there. Will says Tomiyasu, man. They called the Emirates a fortress. As Jack, it's early days, guys. Arsenal could still win this game. I mean, we don't even need to talk about draws. They can still win this game quite comfortably. I tell you what, Anthony Taylor, I don't want to. If City keep time wasting with the goalkeeper, I don't want to see you book him until the 85th minute because that's what you always do against every other team that plays City. Since when Tomiyasu have streaks in his hair, I don't know. Should test the goalie. I agree, Nambred. Yeah, I think the commentator said just try to hit it into the ground. Because if you hit it into the ground, you never know where it can end up. Tomiyasu gave away a goal and missed a sitter at the other end. Oh my days. He's dropping a Neymar level performance here, guys. It's the City pool aura. I'd still say Arsenal have been the better side so far. Can't lie, they're looking more dangerous. And here is Saka. This has got to be a goal. No, it's not. He dillied and he dallied. He beat Ake, but nah. He's got to do so much better there, Saka, I think. Let's have another look at this. Ake does well, but again, Saka... I think he's just onside, maybe. I think he should have cut inside and shot much sooner than he did. And then Ake's on the floor. Ake's on the floor, and somehow Ake's on the floor, and he somehow still gets the better of Saka there. That's very impressive from him. Saliba up against Haaland, and this could be dangerous. Oh, Saliba gets the better of him there. Oh, Haaland fouls him. There you go. That could be a really interesting matchup. Or was that Gabriel? I don't know. My eyes. Arsenal, from a City perspective, Arsenal are finding it far too easy to play these diagonal switches and play through the middle. Like there. You got to close Zinchenko. What are you doing? It's a corner, is it? I think. I don't know. She's fit. I'm definitely not reading. Yeah, I wouldn't. Hello, halves. We're having another look at the goal. I have no idea what's going through Tomiyasu's brain there. As I say, De Bruyne. It almost hits De Bruyne's shin. It's a lovely finish. I'm trying to watch the game on 2004 15-inch TV. Why 2004? Why is that the option? Ah, the worm hath turned. The worm hath turned. De Bruyne, yeah, to be honest, I genuinely don't know if De Bruyne has a weak foot. Like, it's nearly that good. It is nearly that good. Also dominated us so far. We took the chance. Exactly, yeah. I think if City can get in without conceding, if City can get into half-time without conceding, they'll have done very well. Aka gives the ball away there, though. And Saka gives the ball away. It's the only one we have in the kitchen. Oh, it's in the kitchen. Understood. Understood. What are you cooking, Liam? What are you cooking? I'd say what Pep's cooking. A lucky game so far. I don't think City deserve to be winning this game. So far. Just punted out, lads. There we go. This will be City's hardest game all season, no doubt. Sorry, Tom, I may have missed it. What was it? I think if we survive this now, we can bring on a fourth defender. Do you reckon, Tom? Do you reckon? I mean, maybe Pep will do that until Bernardo... Will, I know you love your bets. Put a bet on for Bernardo Silva to get a booking. Surely. I think Walker got a very lucky free kick there. Arsenal to score before halftime because they've been better. I agree, Mo. They've got to... You're not going to find many instances where you're playing better than City. See, when you are playing better, you've got to take advantage. Never mind, I think it is a foul on Walker. Homemade garlic mushrooms, amazing shout. Drill, love that you love mushrooms. Jorginho's ruined the arse, says KX. What number is Jorginho? 20. Potter bench mount again. I'm dreaming. Oh yeah. It's I'm gonna get a Champions League game up. Fairs will. Hopefully Walker's all right because he did land quite badly on his head. Hello Max, how you doing? Hello Callum, beautiful man. We did get lucky with the goal, Tom. I tell you what, it's nice for a change to have the shoe on the other foot, where you know it's City who aren't playing that good, but they actually end up scoring a goal. And Pep is very good at the second half this year. Callum, how are you doing? Max, how are you doing? Watch Bruges Benfica. It seems the most entertaining. I'll get the Chelsea game up, Jack. I'll also have that in the background. And straight after this game, actually, lads, I will be recording the Knobcast with Gasky, who's recovered from his illness. So we'll obviously be dissecting this match in a lot of detail because we'll be doing it straight after. So if you aren't already subscribed to the Knobcast, what are you doing? Subscribe. Don't know what's happening here. I missed that. I don't understand what's... Walker's got booked for something. Oh, because he wasn't allowed to come back onto the pitch. Okay. I was so confused. I'm saying 2-1 Dortmund, Bellingham with 2, and Felix with 1. It's something like there's going to be 80,000 Dortmund fans or something today. Oh, yeah, he came back before the ref allowed him to. Gotcha. Yeah, Callum, I'm doing good. I mean, doing even better now. City unexpectedly winning. I still don't think City win this game. I think I said 1-1, but I would take a draw. So I'm more than happy with that. I've currently got the Dortmund-Chelsea game up on my screen as well. So if anything happens there, I could have a look-see. Yeah, Jack, isn't it something like 80,000? Like they've increased the capacity or some bullshit. Don't know the exact details. Hello, Pim. Phoning should be happening. Pim, absolutely. How you doing, Tayab? This DS performance has been immense. He needs to be starting regularly. Well, yeah. Well, the only reason he hasn't is because he's been injured post World Cup. He got injured in Portugal's last game. So it was good. It was good. He got 45 minutes against Villa. He was only taken off at halftime due to the yellow card. But it is a thing. Of course you can, Pim. Of course you can, mate. Why wouldn't you be able to? And Dortmund are in Chelsea's box, aren't they? It's Ake Bonham. Oh, Ake, yeah, he is. There was a 1 moment West. I mean, Saka should have done better, but Ake did do very well, in fairness. This result doesn't really affect United, says Tab. Yeah, not really. Not really. That's handball, surely. Yeah, there we go. Walk's definitely getting subbed off at halftime. But who for, Tom? Who for? Rico Lewis up against Martinelli? Oh. Yeah, definitely a handball. By Nketiah. Pep's doing this. Like that. We're already 1-0 down. Is that what is it? Is that well, that's Stefan's fault, was it? Nah, right. Anthony Taylor, right? Now, that's really pissed me off, and I'll tell you why. Whenever City get time wasted on, nothing shit all is done about it until the 85th minute, when it means nothing. City do it for, like, once. This is, like, the first time I've seen them do it, and it's the 35th minute. What's that all about? Consistency. I agree that Edison should get booked for time wasting, but you can't wait until the 85th minute when it doesn't matter for every time it happens against City. That's so annoying. It's a hard one to say. It's just silly to concede from a long throw. Oh yeah, AIDS. Are they playing Iceland? City fans have flip-flopped so much about this. Lewis Geezer says, Liam, I've not flip-flopped. I've maintained that Lewis will not make it unless he improves defensively. That has to happen for me to be convinced that he's going to be good enough to start week in, week out for Man City and like be a valuable player. Consistency isn't existing in English football. Callum, fair play. Just pleasing the crowd, says Jack. Well, they don't bother at the Etihad, do they? Doesn't matter how many times you chant the referee's a wanker. As I say, Liam, I've never called him the second coming of Cafe. I've always maintained he's got to improve defensively. Got to. Why they're wasting time in the 35th minute? I'm assuming, Mo, it's because they know that they need to gain at half time because Arsenal are playing better than them. Jack, true. So they're thinking just, you know, slow down the game, honestly. I haven't seen much of Mahrez in this game. And that goal, I mean, it was around 50%. I think it was like 55% to Arsenal before the goal. Since the goal, City really backed off. And they've got like, what, 35% of the ball now. Hello, football always. Again, City giving the ball away. That could have been a nice opportunity. But no. I'm not used to seeing City, not have like the ball all the time. Oh, Tomiyasu. Oh, Grealish did really well there. Well done. Well done, Jack. Tomiyasu giving the ball away. Do you think City will be ejected from the Premier League? Don't think so, Little Fox. Oh, God, Ake playing that dangerously to Edison. If you want to know more about the current financial breach situation, and the allegations, Little Fox, I'd recommend you go watch my YouTube video on it, which is a 15-minute detailed summation. Pep students going playing Harambol. Right. Pep and his 2 students, top 3 in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Oh, God, Edison. This is fucking giving me Spurs flashbacks. And Ake playing a nothing ball into Arsenal in the midfield. Zinchenko is just taken out by Rodri. And, oh, no advantage was played. And again, why do you keep giving the ball away? Why do you keep giving the ball away, guys? Edison, what you doing, mate? Penalty. A penalty's been given. Okay. It's a penalty to us. Wait, Football Always, become a member. Love that. Thank you so much, Football Always. Yeah, it's a penalty, to be fair. I don't know what Edison's doing. Fucking idiot. Why are you coming out there, Edison? What are you doing? How many times do I have to defend you, Edison, before I actually decide that you're shit? How many times? I don't understand you, Edison. It's just... so stupid, man. You get gifted a goal, and you gift them a goal right back. Why, Edison? I don't know how many times I've got to defend you for me to, like, actually concede that you're not it. I don't understand. It's definitely a penalty. I've got no gripes about that. It's definitely the right call, though. He wants a more entertaining game. Football always, maybe you're right. And it is going to be Saka. Shouldn't Edison get a second yellow and a red? Apparently not. I mean, Edison doesn't save penalties. Hello, Luke. I think it's going to be 20-1 for Arsenal. And that's a shame because it would have been a... So this is now a game of 2 mistakes. Saka is indeed taking it, Tayab. Yeah, Edison doesn't save penalties, guys. He gives them away, it seems. I mean, actually, wasn't there like a situation last season where Edison should have given away a penalty against Odegaard, but it wasn't given for some reason? I'm pretty sure. As I say, Edison doesn't save penalties, so this is definitely going to be 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah, just 1-0. Football always, look at your glorious gold name badge, by the way. That's what you get for being a channel member. It's Saka Edison, and it's a good penalty. Edison went the wrong way, and there we go. Edison, you're an idiot, and you've cost City a goal. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done. To be fair, if Edison dived the right way, I don't think he's saving that. Oh, dear. Yeah, you got your emojis. Look at that. I mean, you can't see them on stream, but you can see them in the YouTube chat. Oh, yes, definitely a penalty. Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. It's just annoying. Like, another 5 minutes and you could have gone in half-time 1-0 up. And then you can, like, have a siege and, like, rally for the second half. It's just, like... It's just such a stupid thing to do. So stupid. Oh, Musty, it's definitely a penalty. Definitely. It's definitely a penalty. But it's just as I say, it's just really frustrating because there was no need. I guess if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be saying about the Tomiyasu situation. There's just no need to be that stupid. I don't really get it. You are very special, football always. You're a member. We love, as I say, look at that. Look at it. You're a channel member. Look at your Premier League trophy, mate. It's just really frustrating. And Ketty took the shot. Edison went for the save. I mean, he fouled him, Musty. It's definitely a penalty. I don't agree that it should be a yellow card. It's not a yellow card, though. I don't agree with that. Not every foul is a yellow card. It's a penalty, and that's it. Teo says thought it was a clumsy, but a bit soft. I've got no gripes about it. It's a penalty. We've lost this one then, says Musty. Probably. If I'm a member... No, you do not, Drill. You do not. I did watch the Champions League yesterday, Luke. Yes, I did. You get other perks, though, Drill. If you want to be both, you're more than welcome to. No, Kante is, for example. You can be both. You get emojis that you can use on YouTube. And as I say, your name badge is gold. You can be both, Drill. Membership is $2.99. I like Edison's smile tattoo as well. Ortega show started. Well, it's just I don't know how many more times I can defend him. I keep defending him. I keep saying how important, and I still believe that he's very important to how we play. But he keeps letting me down. Oh, Ramsdale with a save, but it's flag up anyway. Yeah, I thought it was a handball by Grealish in there or something. Oh dear. Might watch Bruges versus Benfica. Hey, Scott Parker. Why not? Why not? Because Scott Parker's clear of Pep. Stop defending the fraud. I know. I'll do it. I'll tell you what. I'll do it. If like the next thing Edison does is like bad rather than like good. Doesn't have to be in this match. It could be like in let's say he does nothing this game. If the next thing Edison does is negative to the team as opposed to overly positive, then I'm gonna be Ortega in, to be honest. There, I've said it. Morris is fouled. Edison's great. There's no reason for him to start games City don't dominate. As he keeps saying, City out of the Champions League. I mean, you're saying that, Cakes, but we're never gonna dominate this game. But he's made a big doo-doo. How good is he with his feet? Would be my only question. How good is he with his feet, guys? On a scale of Joe Hart to Edison. Bazanu was always clear, bloody Bazanu. City have won another throw-in. Sal says, I'm not happy. He wouldn't tie Diogo Costa's boots, says Tayab. Get Scott Carson in. Excuse me. Ortega's even worse. That Gineppo goal in the Carabubas Cup was horrific. It was pretty terrible, to be fair. Recall Stefan, IMO. Recall Zach Stefan. That's my hot take. No, definitely don't. Good tackle. And then Walker is fouled, is he? No, he's not. Gosh, and Ketty is deep, isn't he? Mahrez is not fouled, Anthony Taylor says. And now Arsenal can counter. Saka has space to run into. Grealish is doing some defensive work, but it's... And Bernardo's got to be yellow carded now. It's like the 4th time he's taken out Saka. Oh, dearie me. Yeah. I mean, Bernardo was just like, yeah, you're not getting past me. At what point does the compensation for his good ball playing with average keeping stop? I'd be getting tired of him if I were a City fan. But that wasn't even like a shot stopping thing. Like, I know, like he was getting criticised for the Villa goal, but he did 2 good bits of goalkeeping in that game, to be fair. Like, there was I think it was a Coutinho shot, which he palmed over, which was a really good save. And then there was a bit where a cross came in and he did really well. Got 6 minutes of added time. Why do I feel like Arsenal are going to score another before half-time? I love how direct Saka is. If only Anthony could do this. Odegaard ball in. Ake out. Odegaard. It's a chance to pop it back in. Is he offside there? No, he's not. Walker, that's a terrible touch, but thankfully no one's near him. Just punt it out, honestly, at this point. Just, like, pray to get to half-time, 1-1. I feel a red coming in this match, says Tom. Could be. Could be a thing. Oh, De Bruyne is pacey, isn't he? Look at him run. Look at him go. De Bruyne is deceptively fast, by the way. That was not offside. Mbappe passed the ball perfectly. De Bruyne ball in. It's a nothing ball into no one. It's a nothing ball into no one from Kevin. It's a shame because it's such good... It's a shame because it's such good defensive work by Ake. But that's irrelevant. Arsenal being at home with the game against us was a massive boost, indeed. Yeah, Narmbread, it's a bit of a shambles right now. City not playing well. I tell you what, they've not been playing well since like around 5 minutes before the goal went in. Really. It's been all Arsenal since then, I'd suggest. I think they've been the much better team. Yeah. Yeah, just the norm, says Callum, yeah, honestly. Oh, Haaland's done well to win that. That's such a foul. Well done, Haaland. It's a foul. I don't know what you're complaining about. Yeah, Haaland did well there. I really don't see us scoring another. Even the first one we scored was a lucky one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Haaland did Saliba a bit there. Well done, Haaland. Definite foul. I think the only way City can score another goal is from a set piece at this point, like a corner or something. In open play, Arsenal have got their number so far. Drill says that's 100% never a pen. Really? I'm so convinced that's a penalty. It'd be interesting to hear what Gasky has to say. Because I thought that was a definite penalty. Thiago Silva goal. I think it's been disallowed, Musty. Yeah, it's been disallowed. City with a set piece. Mahrez, ball in. Oh, crossbar is hit. And it's a corner. Wow, okay. Rodri with a chance. Ball came in. I think it was Ake. It came off, was it? Oh, that might have been going in from Rodri, you know. Let's have another look. It came off Tomiyasu onto Rodri. I think Ramsdale would have saved it, actually, to be fair. Good night, Saud. It's not a stupid foul for us, and why did he come out? I don't know why he came out. I was saying it was like, stay on your fucking line. Well, again, from a set piece, City were dangerous. Set piece FC. De Bruyne, corner. It's deep. Ramsdale punches. And that should be half-time, I think. Should be half-time. And indeed it is. 1-1. It's been an interesting game. I think Arsenal have definitely been the better team. Both goals have come from stupid errors. Dortmund should score here. That's terrible play by whoever that was at the end. 2 errors and 2 goals, basically. In this game. Yeah, we'll get to the phone, and don't you worry if you guys want to join the phone and hop into general chat. Hop into a general. But there we go. At half-time, it's 1-1. And honestly, I think the City have got away with that one. You know, I think Arsenal have been the better team. They haven't I mean, I know they hit the crossbar at the end there, but they haven't really created that much. And yeah, there's no control. I mean, imagine if Partey was playing. Jorginho's Partey isn't playing, and City still have no control of the midfield. I have got the Dortmund game on tab. There's still no control in the midfield, even with Partey not in the side. So I don't really know what's going on there. I don't even. I think that this whole Bernardo at left back experiment's got to. I think that's got to come to an end. In the second half, Bernardo's now on a yellow card as well. Yeah, I think Ake should be moved to left back. Bring on Laporte, and just play a more of a bog standard formation, because our midfield should. Sweat, I don't agree. There was a penalty, but it's not a yellow card. City's midfield should be more than good enough to dominate with Jorginho playing, and yet no. Yes, it's definitely. So people saying second yellow, I disagree in the strongest terms. Like, it was clumsy, but there's no way in hell it's a red card. Like, just because not every foul is a card, and not every foul which leads to a penalty is a card either. Definitely. Hello, and hello, Arian Wen and Sweat. Arsenal have been the better side, though, definitely. I was off the ball and punched someone. What? Anyway, we're now going to head over to the Noblet phone-in. If you want Noblet perks... Oh, gosh, the audio went there. And if you want to know what Noblet perks exist... on the screen right now, you can join the Patreon for £12 a year. £12 a year. What is that? What is that? That is less than a KFC. You know? So if you want to, and if you're able to support the channel, as I say, for less than the price of a KFC a year, and you get your name credited in all YouTube videos, you can sign up to the Patreon. The link is, if you're on YouTube, the link is in the video description. And if you're watching on Twitch, !Patreon to activate the link. And speaking of Noblets, I'm joined by 3 of them. I'm joined by Liam. I'm joined by Will. I'm joined by Pim. And I'm joined by DR. Now, I'm going to start by talking about the penalty situation, just because I'm surprised at how much controversy there is. For me, it was very blatantly a penalty. But I would, I think, Will, you agree with me there, do you?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, fair enough. Pim, do you agree with me there?
I need to watch back again, but it looks like I think the biggest argument for not being a penalty is he already shot before he hit him. But I just think that by the way it looked like Edison kind of just went into him.
Yeah.
And just blocked him really.
Yeah, it was just a clumsy. For me, it was like a clumsy, stupid thing to do. And DR, you also think it was a penalty, yes?
Yeah, fair pen.
Tell me more.
Ran into him for no reason. And Kent here, he's shit, not gonna score.
Yeah.
He just ran into him, it's a definite pin.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have come off his line. But Liam, you don't think it was a penalty?
I haven't seen it in real time, but from the little clip it showed, I don't think that's a penalty. If that happens to, if that happens into the other end, for example, you'll get told to get up. I don't think that's a penalty. I really don't think that's a penalty.
Interesting. And yeah, Will, you might want to go have a look at the incident, because I'm assuming they were showing on the highlights, because it was a contentious one apparently, but for me it was a penalty. But yeah, a very bad game overall for City, I thought. Liam, have you been watching the game? I can't remember.
I was for the first 20 minutes, but I didn't see both goals.
You've been making garlic mushrooms, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
They're a bit soggy, but they're alright.
How have you made them? Have you roasted them? Have you put them in the oven? What have you done?
So, I roasted them.
In the oven?
Yeah. And then took them out.
Okay.
Put them in the pan with homemade garlic butter.
Yeah.
And then sliced them and then put them back in the pan.
No, that sounds good. Yeah, maybe next time just roast them for slightly longer if you feel like they're a bit soggy potentially.
I think it's because I put too much. They were in the butter for too long.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But hey, we all make mistakes when we make mushrooms. It is a thing. What's that, Liam?
The pizza is good though.
What was the pizza?
Ham, mushrooms, and that's it.
Wonderful.
Ham, mushrooms, and fucking mozzarella meat.
Chef Burns says, Tab says, did you do anything nice for Valentine's Day? LNobbins? Yes, I did. We went to one of our favorite restaurants on not on the actual day, on the weekend prior, and then on the actual day we just had so that was the main event, and then on the actual day we just had a cheeky takeaway and just watch the film. It was very nice. Thank you for asking. And Mo says, gonna say this, will back me up. Saka's the best right winger in the world, bar Messi. I'm assuming you mean this season on form rather than overall. But do correct me if I'm wrong there. Mo, Super City says, absolute daylight robbery. That penalty, we were beating them fair and square. I don't agree, Super City. It was a penalty for me. Will,
you weren't good.
What?
It's like they have to be winning.
Wait, what's that, Pim? Sorry.
City were not good. They were very poor, I think, personally.
No,
what you expect
totally
City
agree,
to play.
Pim. Yeah, rinse them, Pim. Rinse them for me. I agree with you.
Tommy Asu done a howler. They weren't a good finish. It's not like you had any chances apart from that one to really get the bar at the very end. But again, it's for set pieces. I mean, City should be good at set pieces, and they have been. It's just they're not creating enough.
Yep. Definitely agree. They did hit the crossbar from that free kick right at the end, but as you say, it's been slim pickings.
Pep's been stupid.
TTV says that what's the score? It's currently 1-1. TTV, Pim, how would you change it in the second half?
I don't understand this Bernardo Silva playing that that left back role. Really, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't know why he doesn't just do what he's used to, what you've been doing for the last 5 years. Just play the normal system and it'll probably will work because you're good at it.
Yeah, I don't know. It did work against Villa, but Villa is Villa and Arsenal are Arsenal.
Arsenal are top of the league for a reason. You don't play a somewhat new style or new system against top of the league. It's going to cost you, especially away from home.
Yeah, I totally agree, Pim. Wise words. Mustard says it's because Pep's bald. Interesting take there. Dortmund are indeed drawing 0-0. Teb says heard Carrick's men are third. Will, do you have any thoughts on the whole Borough situation? Well, you should do because they're your team. What's going on with this season? Are you coming up? Shall we see you in the Premier League next season?
No, you'll see Carlos Corberán's men in the Prem. They are too good.
Who are they,
we have
mate?
just equalised about 2 minutes ago, so that was good.
Who are Carlos? What's it? Is that Watford?
Yeah, no, that's West Brom. Watford are shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Bilic isn't going to get them in playoffs.
So it's West Brom we should expect to come up.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Interesting. And Teb says that's quite a nice Scottish accent by Pim. It is lovely, isn't it? Haller almost scored. Yes, he did. I'm also watching the Dortmund Chelsea game. And DR, what do you think City? Because obviously, Arsenal are running the show really. What do you think has to be changed in the second half? Because a lot's been made about Partey not playing for Arsenal, but so far it's been largely irrelevant. Jorginho hasn't been exploited at all. Like a lot of people were saying he was going to get exposed. That hasn't happened in the slightest. City aren't dominating the midfield at all. What do you think Pep will and should change in the second half?
I think he's gonna change to a fullback instantly, or like the 60th minute, and then bring on Foden, which he's not gonna do anything because he's shit.
Right.
I think he'll bring on a Kanji. Wait, is it? No. Is a Kanji on the pitch?
Kanji's on the bench, so's Laporte.
What?
I think he'll bring on a Kanji.
You're right there, Liam.
No, that makes. Why is he playing Silver at left back then?
Because
He operates at left half space, really.
Because Pep's bald, that's why.
I don't think he can find a way of getting everyone to play well when Haaland's playing. It's not Haaland's fault.
Be more direct. You've got Haaland, who's one of the fastest players in the world. Be more direct and play to your strengths, even though your strengths are keeping possession. But you've got Haaland, who's one of the best strikers in the world. You can play direct. It's not like you have to dominate possession. United done it. Other teams have done it against Arsenal. Everton played very direct and pressed them heavily, and they won. You can do it. They're not unbeatable.
I agree. I think it happened a couple of times where it was like Haaland was isolated against either Gabriel or Saliba, and he won the battle most of the times. I don't really get why we aren't doing that. And you could even say that going direct caused City's goal because it was just like one ball up to Haaland, it was flicked on, Tomiyasu punched it back, and so even City's fluky goal came from being direct. Mark says the ref's having us over again. Yeah, I'm gonna. It does seem I seem to be in the minority here. Most people seem to think it wasn't a penalty. For me, it was.
I've just seen it, by the way.
Oh, Will. Yeah, okay. Will, what are your thoughts? I think it's a penalty. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a pen.
Tell me more.
He goes through him without touching the ball. I don't know how else to say it. If you don't get the ball, you go through the man.
People can go through the defender without touching the ball, but still not be a foul. We saw it at the weekend in Villa. Where Martinez and Haaland clattered each other. And it wasn't a foul. I think it's just the way he's done it.
Yes.
They clattered each other. Edison clattered Nketiah.
It's just clumsy from Edison, I think. And totally. And the annoying thing, it doesn't need to come out there. That's the thing. It's a really tight angle on Nketiah. Stay on your line. You're fine.
And he's on his left. He's not got a good left foot.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very upsetting. It's a thing. Football says can't believe people think it's penalty. Yeah, for me it was. Mo says I definitely agree it's a penalty. Moses says get Sane back for the second half. Brilliant. Tom says there's still a chance for a Rodri winner. And Lucas, I'd say Bernardo off, Laporte on. I agree, especially because Bernardo's on a yellow card as well. He was basically just asking for it at the end. Like it was just seeing how much he could get away with by the end of it, and eventually the referee just had to book him. He made about 2 or 3 fouls, which could have been a yellow card in isolation. Daniel says, I build up play without Laporte or Stones is ass. That's another reason why I'd like Laporte to start, because he's very good at that, Daniel. I do agree. And Mustard says Edison would have conceded if he stayed on the line, maybe. Okay, guys, we're going to head to the second half. But before we go, I want to hear from everyone. I want your final score predictions. I predicted 1-1. That's still on. But let me know what you think. DR, what is the final score going to be? Or Felix should have scored for Chelsea, by the way. What's the final score going to be, DR?
1-1.
1-1, 2. Want to know, one gets a draw. Pim, what is the final score going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-1 City.
Wow. What? Okay, you got...
I had red cards happening.
Oh, for the Arsenal, I'm assuming.
For the Arsenal, yes.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna push you for a specific.
Granite Xhaka is getting sent off.
Straight red.
Minute. Straight red, 2-footer.
A 2-4 like Jack Grealish or something.
He's got it in him.
Excellent. I'd love that. Liam.
I'm gonna say 2-2. I thought you'd win before the game, but judging off the way you're saying you played, I don't think you're gonna win.
Yeah, we've been playing like booty, to be honest.
I think 2-2.
Yep, 2-2. And Will, and I know you're paying attention to the Borough game, but give me a score prediction on this one anyway, please.
3-1 City.
Okay. Again, big. Elaborate, please.
Arsenal haven't got anything in open play, to be honest. When I watched the first 30 minutes, every chance seems to be falling to someone who can't shoot. I don't know what's going on. Nketiah can't shoot. Xhaka can't shoot. If a chance falls to Martinelli or Saka, they might score, but that has to happen.
Not with Martinelli.
I don't trust anyone else.
Martinelli has been poaching recently.
He's been what, sorry?
He's been very poor since
since
World Cup. Since World Cup, Martinelli has been poor.
Can I just say, Pim, I love the way you say world. Can you say it one more time for me, please?
A World Cup?
No, you gotta say it how you did just then.
I don't know how I say that, but world.
There we go. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Love that.
That's all right.
Love that from
Trossard
you.
on the bench, guys.
What's that, Liam?
Is Trossard on the bench?
He
no,
is.
he's coming on. He's coming on now, I think. I just saw him.
I don't blame him.
Trossard's
Like, I don't know why it doesn't change it. Like, you've got Trossard who wants to start. Martinelli's been poor.
Wait, no, that one then.
You've got players to rotate against Villa. I don't know why he started Zinchenko again at Villa.
Right, guys, we're going to head to the second half. Thank you so much for joining me, you beautiful people. And I'll speak to you in the second half. Love that. Love that. Love Pim's accent. I love the way he says words. I reckon I could do that Scottish accent as well. Okay, Mo, next time you're on, I want to hear Mo, the man from Egypt, doing an outskirts of Glasgow Scottish accent. That's what I want to hear. Sweatsters wants Jesus back. Martinelli will be in form. And that's the thing. Imagine if Partey was playing. Imagine if Gabriel Jesus was playing. It would be like 3-0 Arsenal. We've been terrible this game. Truly terrible. 1-0. Flatters City immensely. I've been really disappointed with the performance. Second half's just kicked off. I'm really disappointed. And no subs from Pep yet. Brilliant. So Bernardo's gonna get sent off, is he? Nice. Haaland finding Kevin. It's a nothing ball by Kevin. A nothing ball. Bernardo picking up the slack there, and now he's overplayed it. Overplayed it for no real reason. You're 3 minutes behind, Lucas. No worries, mate. How are you doing, by the way? Little do you know, my great-great-grandfather's friend's dog's daughter's niece is from Glasgow. Well, that's a happy coincidence. So he says that like it's the I can't do accents, as you guys know. Like, world. It's like it's not world. It's world. I don't know. That's why I love it. I can't do it. That's why I love the accent. Poor Trossard. He was class versus Brentford. Yeah, I thought that Trossard was going to start, to be honest, because he has been playing well recently, but Martinelli's had a bit of a dip. But I guess the thing with Martinelli is he's always got a chance of producing something brilliant out of nowhere with his cheeky run. What happened to your ear? Nothing. I've got my earphones in, Teo, if that's what you mean. Because it's on my phone. Am I deaf? No. It's not a hearing aid. No, it's like Beats. What's it? Like earphones thingies. When Jace is back, Arsenal would just steamroll the league. It seems, says Mo, it could be a thing. It could be. I was interested in that in like the first sort of like 10 minutes. Maybe even first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, you know, this is you know, City are playing well. You know, it's pretty even. You know, at the Emirates, good. And then, as I say, like 5-10 minutes before the goal, it was just, oh god, this has been dross. This has been terrible. Someone got booked for something. Tommy has been booked. Not sure why. Don't know why he got booked. Wait, Fanashug, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Thank you for becoming an Abinio. Dorman in Chelsea's box. Can Jude Bellingham? He's been linked with Chelsea recently. I don't know how legitimate those links are, but they exist. Oh, Tommy changed your mind. You're going 2-1 now to the arse. Oh, right. I missed that. That's a bit silly of him, wasn't it? Because, again, look at how... Got Jack Grealish there, dragged 3 Arsenal players away. Now do something with it, guys. Need to be quicker. Be quicker. As I say, Tomiyasu keeps... And Tomiyasu's on a yellow card as well. So I know a lot of people have predicted... Okay, let's play a game. Lots of people have predicted... Oh yeah, Felix just hit the crossbar. A lot of people have predicted someone to get sent off. If there has to be a red card in this game, guys, get your predictions in. Who do you think will get red carded? I know that Pim said Xhaka. Will also thought an Arsenal player was getting sent off, I think. Could it be Bernardo Silva if he stays on the pitch? Holland with a really good clearance there. That's weird. Grealish is dropping as far back to centre-halves to move the ball forward. Well, and he's doing that. And it means that Tomiyasu has to come with him. So if that keeps happening, and if and when Grealish beats Tomiyasu, and there's loads of space in behind, or someone runs off Grealish and there's space in behind, that could be a potential thing. That's always the danger with a high press. Oh, sorry, Will. I thought you said someone was getting sent off. Drill said, I don't think Liverpool get that penalty. I'll say Saliba with a clumsy challenge. If Bernardo stays on the pitch, it's going to be Bernardo Silva. He just keeps fouling Saka. And there must be a thing, like, he doesn't normally, like, you know, he just, like, for the one before the yellow, a rare bad touch by Mahrez. Come on, the lads. Come on, the lads. You're normally good with your first touch, mate. And Nketiah almost dropping into, like, a left wing zone. I keep forgetting it's to the Emirates. Indeed, Dan. Hello, Asiko. No idea about a free stream, but you can... I mean, you can just get a free trial on Amazon Prime. There you go. Boom. Sorted. I've saved you. I've saved you some money. Also playing out this press really well. Really well. Yeah, that's too easy for them, though. From a City perspective, far too easy. That ball from Arsenal could have come in a bit sooner, but here is Martinelli now. And Walker isn't at right back for some reason. Is that Rodri? Or is that Ruben Diaz? That's too easy. He's dragged 2 players over. You've got to stop the cross coming in. Oh, Mahrez did beat Zinchenko there. Well done. He's got... What are you doing, Mahrez? Why did he do a dribble, and then he played it backwards? Oh, that was poor by Arsenal, though. And it's a City throw. No need to do that. Not sure if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure Liverpool are the only team to have not got a penalty in the league. Really? De Bruyne pushing Arteta. Brilliant. Oh, he's pointing him. He's like, oh, don't be a naughty man. I mean, yeah, to be fair, like, De Bruyne is well within his right. Arteta does that on purpose. That's fair enough for De Bruyne to do that, I think. Remember last time I say Prescott beats this easily? Yeah, exactly. And Partey isn't even playing. It's not been a good performance by City. And it also has been a good performance by Arsenal. Maybe I'm underselling the Arsenal performance by just saying City have been poor. I do think Arsenal have just been very good as well. Mahrez is fouled. Will. About time someone humbled Arteta, says Tev. Does he need humbling? I mean, he's top of the league, to be fair. I think he's allowed to be a bit chest outy. City have another set piece. Free kick from deep. It's still 0-0 in the Dortmund-Chelsea game if anyone's interested there. Arsenal by a country mile, Baldy. What is a country mile, by the way? Why is a country mile much longer than a regular mile? Yeah, Arsenal have been much the better side, and they deserve to be winning. 1-0 flatters City. That's a, again, poor ball by Kevin. Tomiyasu does clear it. As far as Bernardo, you've got to be careful here. And he goes straight back to Ederson. Don't commit a foul, Ederson, mate. Ederson's getting booed. Interesting. Oh, wow, that's a lovely switch by Ederson. Oh, never mind. Morris is offside, so it's irrelevant. I was going to say the next time, you know, Ederson does something which could be interesting, I will judge him, but it was offside, so it's not interesting. Well intercepted, Kyle. Oh, Walker took... Sorry, Morris took that off, Walker. Country miles because there's nothing there. Oh, is that right? Oh, that Chilwell got beaten far too easily by Dortmund. Oh, that was nearly a goal for Dortmund against the Chelsea. Country miles are deceptively long distance and extremely long way. Oh, I thought there would have been like an actual unit for country mile. Like, you know, 1 country mile equals 1.7 mile. In Bruges, Benfica. I mean, if you want to keep your data on that game, Football Always, you can do it. How do you feel about your beautiful foot member badge, by the way, Football Always? Do you love that? And you got your emojis. We love that. I think I can add more emojis if and when we get more members. Right now, I'm limited to 4. Yeah, I'm seeing Rodri's nowhere near as like aggressive or creative as he was in the Villa game, which is a bit disappointing. I hate miles. Brilliant. Why is that, Baldy? Do you prefer... Are you much more of a kilometre connoisseur? Oh, God. Well, I tell you right now, guys, you can clip this. City aren't scoring another goal in this game. So if Arsenal score a goal, they win by default. I'm very convinced at that. I'm very convinced City do not score again. I mean, they wouldn't have scored but for that ridiculous Tomiyasu error. Kilometers per hour is the worst. Oh, Baldy, what measurement do you like then? Do you want the light year? Again, one ball. I mean, that was lovely by Diaz. He won the ball, didn't he? Oh, apparently not. Never mind. Even Diaz said he fouled. I thought he won that. No, never mind. Just go straight through him. Ignore that. Well, Football Always, I love that from you, to be honest. Love it. No, why is a Kanji being given instructions? Laporte is literally there, Pep. Use him. Why a Kanji? Look, I like a Kanji. He is a good player. He's a good player, but that's where it ends for me. He's good. He is our 5th best centre-back. Why has he played so much this season? Oh, God, Ederson. Right, okay. Well, there you go. I'm Ortega-in. I'm officially Ortega-in. There you go. Right, there you go. It's official, guys. I take back everything good I've ever said about Ederson. Because he just did a thing which was bad. There you go. Hashtag Ortega-in. No cap. No cap. Right, there we go. Akanji's brilliant pre-World Cup. Again, he was good at defending. Oh, Grealish is popping it forward. Oh, maybe he could have played in Kevin. He tried to find Mahrez. Oh, Grealish, that is poor from you, mate. You're normally so much better in those situations. Grealish looks deadly. It was a good run, but it's irrelevant if... Why isn't that a foul on Haaland? Penalty! Yes! Oh my God, huge! Huge! Please! That was... If he's onside, that's definitely a penalty. Haaland did Gabriel there. Oh my God. Please be onside. The only question mark was he offside? Gabriel, that was terrible by him. If he's onside here, that's my only question. He's offside. Yeah, he's offside. Yeah, he's offside. What an L. Oh, you lucky little man, Gabriel. You lucky little man. That was a huge penalty. It's such a penalty, but no, it's irrelevant because he's offside. Oh, what a shame. It was terrible defending by Gabriel. But he is offside, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, he's offside. What a shame. I did say that would be the only question mark. Yeah, he's well off. Yeah, look at it. You can see his back heel. I can tell from here in Manchester that he's offside, mate. They try comparing Gabriel to Martinez. So, interesting. So, if this happens now, because this is offside, does Gabriel get his yellow card rescinded? What happens? Because he was booked for that foul, yeah? But the foul shouldn't have happened. So, does he get his yellow rescinded? How does it work? If anyone knows, let me know, because I don't know. Oh, City aren't scoring, Baldy. Unless it's something like a gift, like a penalty. City ain't scoring. Nah, he's off. His arse and heel are offside, guys. Like, why having to zoom in? It's so obvious. I think he does get it rescinded. Yeah, he's offside. There we go. I don't know why that took so long. Gabriel got away with that one. Got very lucky there, Gabriel, because that was terrible from him. And yeah, his yellow is rescinded. There we go. Very lucky boy. Very lucky boy. Indeed, Owl. Indeed. But it goes to show if you're just a bit more direct, if you're a bit more direct, then Hall is going to have the better of these centre halves. Because not all fouls are equal, dear. Gabriel, one of the worst centre halves I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't really rate him that highly. I said City needs to be more direct. They be direct and nearly get a penalty. Indeed. You know my thoughts on Barca, Baldy. I think 2 Arsenal players came together there. Yeah, Owl, it's definitely not. He doesn't. I mean, yeah, he does interfere because Gabriel reacts accordingly. Why is Gabriel falling over like that? Oh, please get up. Holland taking the piss. Look at the size of him, so sweat. Barca can see his 7 goals in the league. It's insane how Xavi's turned them around. It's just a shame they're not in the Champions League. It's just a shame. Joe Gomez or Matip? What, as footballers? Excuse me. Entertaining game so far. Says Mo, it's been entertaining. It's been entertaining. Yeah, it's definitely offside. This might be a red. What? What? No shot. No shot. Mahrez is coming off for a Akanji. Okay, what is going on? Hello, Thomas. What? So is Bernardo going to right wing? I'm guessing. Oh. Oh, God. Why isn't that... Why? Why is this a thing, man? I mean, that's got... I just don't know why. Why? Oh, Haaland, who are you playing that to, matey? There's no one there. Win that, Ake. Well done. Nice Grealish. Well done. Rodri, good feet into Grealish. I don't know why, but Bernardo will now be pushed over to right wing, so he's not going to have any defending to do on Saka, at least. That's a corner, is it? Oh, goal kick, apparently. Oh, Grealish is upset. He's going to get booked if you're not careful. He says, fuck off. And there you go, Grealish gets booked. For complaining. I mean, it's definitely a goal kick as well, Grealish. What are you playing at, you idiot? Pissing me off. Well, shut up. Oh, Holland trying too hard to find a pass. He should try a shot. Says Narmbread. Oh, I don't know if this is the game for Foden. Thomas, he's coming back from injury. I don't think it's... He only got a few minutes against Villa. I don't think that's the play, to be honest. Let's have a look at this João Felix chance in the Chelsea game. He hit the crossbar earlier. Is this the one, in fact? Yeah, that's the one. He should score that. But Holland's not tragic at it. What? Is that a City throw? Come on. Gabriel continues too long. Holland stops pretty fast. That's just me, though. Only reason it's not because Holland isn't in possession. I know people are saying, oh, but, you know, it's like the Rashford one. But the Rashford decision was wrong. That also should have been offside. So, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. So I'm more than happy with... the refereeing in the key decisions in this game, to be honest. For me, it was a penalty for Arsenal. For me, that was... You know, Holland was interfering, so it is offside. Oh, that was late by Saka. That should be a yellow, I think. Ruben's upset. And indeed, he's booked. Oh, Nketiah, sorry. My bad. Yeah, it's just a yellow card. He's simply a Judas, says Tayab. Who's that? Who is that? Nah, it's never red. It's a booking. It's a yellow. That's fine. It's a booking. That was very stupid by Grealish. I agree, Al. He just went. I mean, you don't need to be good at lip reading to figure out what he said. He basically said something along the lines of, "Oh, fuck off." I mean, it's a foul, Will. Don't worry about it. Gakpo. Why don't you like Gakpo, Tayab? Is the anus an organ? Fantastic question, KX. No. If anyone could please confirm that for me. That'd be great. Never seen such shithousery from City. Sweat's what you gotta do. Everyone does it to City. Now they're giving it back. What was a fake quote? It was Zinchenko's up in the crowd. He did that. He's like, up. Get it up here. That's what they're saying. I mean, Cakes, just Google. If you Google the word anus, I'm sure it'll come up quite quickly. Also get quite fortunate there with the second ball. Look at all this space here for Odegaard, and Tomiyasu on the overlap has got to be found. That's a good ball, and how is that not a goal? Pinnock and Nketiah should have had a hat-trick this game, I feel like. Stop that, Walker. Well done. Yeah. Nketiah again with a lackluster finishing, I feel like. Let's take another look at this. Tomiyasu on the overlap. He may have been offside, I don't know. But let's... I don't think Edison gets to it. Nketiah just misses it as well. Yeah, it's very close. Nearly a tap-in. But he would have been offside anyway, says Liam. It looked like it, didn't it? Just in the Nketiah. I agree, yeah. Owl, definitely just a yellow for Nketiah. Thank you, Owl, our resident referee. The resident referee. I feel like the second half's been slightly more balanced. I mean, the first half was... I mean, I haven't even really been looking at the I've really been looking at the attack momentum bar, but you can see in the first half it was all Arsenal. Oh, Grealish did well there. That's a foul. Is it not? There we go. Well done. But in the second half, it's actually been a bit more City. As a ref, I love shithousery. I've got to police it a bit, but I think it's hilarious. It's definitely a foul by Saka on Grealish. 100%. Good tracking back by Saka. It's just a yellow for me, Lucas. How is the Ukrainian Dan James playing as you're watching? Well, I've only been hard. It happens to be on the screen. I haven't really properly been watching. I've seen João Felix miss a couple of sitters, but apart from that, I haven't been watching the game intently. It's mainly just in the background because obviously my main attention is on this game. And really, the way City are playing, a draw is easily the best result. Like that's the best City can hope for. Honestly, anything. I mean, a draw is a robbery. Running with the ball in, it's dangerous. Comes falls, and it's a shot and it's cleared off. Akanji did not get any connection on that. Didn't get any connection. Another good chance from another set piece for City. I think it was Jorginho off the line, was it? Let's have a look at this. Ake would have been offside anyway. Or was it Rodri who got it? I don't know. But either way, irrelevant. Yeah, it's definitely not a red card. I've been more than happy with the refereeing decisions. I think they've all been right so far. City set piece FC. It's a thing. Oh, and Zinchenko's pocket is picked, and it's Erling Haaland, and he doesn't shoot, and Ramsdale claims it. Zinchenko with a really weird error there. Just like, yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I mean, it was. Oh, Haaland actually does get the shot away. It was a hard. Ramsdale did well to close the gap. Yeah, City have been I feel like City have been edged it slightly in the second half, but here come Arsenal. It's been very even and open. God, Bernardo Silva is defending on the right-hand side. I can just feel an Arsenal winner coming. I can feel it in my fingers and my toes. And my nose. And my anus. Saka's fouled. Referee says no. Wow, okay, I thought that was a foul, to be honest. I thought that was a foul. In my opinion, it's too easy for Arsenal to play through City. Far too easy. I'm not a happy bunny. I'm not a happy bunny. I think, honestly, I think both sides might take a draw, really. Arsenal definitely, because they're like, well, yeah, we're 6 points clear. And honestly, I think that I'd be fine. I'd be fine with a draw. Before this game, I said I was all right. Subs now. KX, I haven't, nor do I really want to. Can you just let me know if it is, or did we establish whether it's not an organ? That's far too easy, but guys. This is a goal. No, it's a terrible ball. Arsenal against some good positions, but their final pass, like there from Xhaka, that was smelly. But once again, why is there so much space in the midfield? There's a good chance for Arsenal. It is indeed an organ. Well, there we go. Well, we've learned something on this stream, guys. We've learned that the anus is indeed an organ. Nice. Nice. I guess it's because maybe a lot of people think of the anus as the actual hole. But clearly, there's a lot going on. Bit bored. Says Jack, yeah, well, this second half has maybe not been as interesting. I don't know. A detached anus is fairly disgusting. Yeah, I don't want to. I may have a heart attack, says Sweat. Well, in my opinion, if Arsenal win this game, that's the title race over. So it would be huge if Arsenal could get a positive result from that perspective. No, Arsenal pressing here. I don't like the way City are playing out with this press. Keep it on the floor, lads. Why are you heading it? You're Man City. Oh, Haaland's been played in here. He's played in Gundo, who's played in Jack Grealish. Yes! Come on! Come on, Jack! Yes! Come on! Yes! What a goal! What a fucking goal! What a fucking goal that is! Oh my god, I was just complaining about City not keeping it on the floor. Arsenal make an error. Haaland's played in. I thought he'd overplayed it. He played a nice ball into Gundogan, who I thought was going to take a shot. He didn't. He flicked it to Grealish, who was running on, and it's a really good finish by Jack. Oh, please don't give me an offside. Please say we're okay. Is it Gabriel again, man? And Haaland's well onside. Yeah, Gabriel stinks, man. And Grealish runs onto it first time. Should Ramsdale do better? Oh, it comes off Tomiyasu. Oh. I think that Ramsdale would quite easily save that. It's not a good shot by Grealish. It's not a good shot by Jack. It's what's it? Cameron Archer scored for the Borough. It's Big Steve! It's Big Steve on he's a big City fan. He's got a big City channel. Huge goal from Super Jack, but it was to be fair, I don't blame Ramsdale because the bounce made it really hard for him, but it did come off Tomiyasu. Again, not blaming Tomiyasu, he's got to try to get something on it, but it did make it very tricky. Oh. And I'd take a draw. So just don't concede for, like, you know, another 10 minutes and then I'll be happy. Yeah, that's Big Steve. Shout out, Big Steve. But he is indeed Drill. I can hear the non-existent City fans. And the fact that Grealish scored makes me happy. You guys know how much I will defend Grealish. Lovely by Walker. Well done. I think City have been the better side in this second half, but it's not by a large margin, but they have just edged it, I think. Oh. If Tomiyasu doesn't touch it, Ramsdale would save it. I agree, DR, I agree. But, I mean, as a defender, you've got to try to get something on it, haven't you? So if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't blame Tomiyasu. But it does add to the whole, you haven't really had a great game situation. Akanji just makes a mess of it there against Nketiah. Oh, God, this is a goal, is it? Oh, what a tackle by Diaz. Good Lord. Good Lord, that was sensational. Well done. That was brilliant. Hello, Flumper, who says Jack Grealish indeed. I still think that there's another... I still think there's at least an Arsenal equaliser in this game, to be honest. A White trying to play out there. Oh, it actually worked. And it's a free kick. Well done. Yeah, I don't like Gabriel. I've been saying that all season. Like, he makes so many errors. Like, he gave away a penalty in the Spurs game. I mean, even last season he got red carded. Yes, Flumper. Make sure to follow Flumper. Looks like you're new, mate. I don't recognize your name. Nice badge. Nice profile picture. Trossard is on. Is that Martinelli who's come off? You say 3-1. Wow, I said 1-1 at the start. Jack Grealish is down here. Hopefully it's tactical and he's all right. Maybe Phil's coming on. Get some more minutes after his injury. Good stuff. We love that. Gabriel's like love room for us in 1920. Again, yeah, Xhaka should do better, but Diaz does, in fairness, he does do brilliantly well. In fairness. Mo, cease your agenda. I hate you so much. Dear me. Martinelli went off, right? I'm assuming. Like, I only saw Trossard come on. I'm assuming that that's what happened. I'm assuming Grealish will come off for Foden. Grealish, who is yellow carded. So that would make the most sense. Oh, it was poor from... And there's Big Steve again. It was poor from Arsenal, but Haaland did well, and then Gundo did well, and then Grealish obviously did well. Another Steve cameo. Big Steve is massive everywhere he goes. Probably because he's like excited and stressed because it's a big game. It's a big game, big game. I can hear the Zabaleta chant. Oh, God, one of you. It's a throw-in. There we go. Oh, dear. No. Oh, Benfica have a goal. Get in. They're my second Portuguese team. McAtee's beef with Akpom. Oh, of course, yeah. How is he playing? Oh, Will, as a championship viewer, what are your thoughts on McAtee? What are your thoughts on him? I've only seen him for like 15 minutes for City, but in that 15 minutes, he looked like he could be a Premier League player. Maybe not at City, but certainly in general. What do you think? Do you think he could become a Premier League player? Think he's got that potential? And Ketty did well, but Rodri was able to deal with it. Aki just punts it. Fairs. Oh, what a ball that turned into. Hello. Here's Kevin into Phil. It's cross deflected. No, I'm not supporting them. Aren't they another Porto team? You know who my Porto team are, and it's bloody Boa Vista. Big fan of McAtee will not be in the Championship next year. Do you think he's ready for the Premier League, Will? Do you think he's like a mid-table player or like a lower mid-table player? What do you reckon? Give me a team. Give me a team you think he's like the quality of in like based on this season's Premier League. Like, is he good enough to play for I don't know. Fucking Leeds. You know, that sort, you know, like lower mid-table, potentially in the relegation fight. Is he good enough? Give me a club. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Arsenal playing out from the back here. I'd like to see McAtee at Southampton, but we won't be in the Premier League. Do you think you're getting relegated, Jack? Are you numb to it? Kanji up against Trossard. I'm convinced there's another goal in this game. The second ball falls kindly. That's another penalty, is it? Oh, that's a penalty for me in real time. That looks like a penalty from Walker. That looks like a penalty. Let's have a look at this. What does Walker do? Nah, never a penalty. Nah, it's not. Nah, he pulls out. Not a penalty. Not a penalty. Nah, pulls out. No chance. Never a penalty. Walker pulls out. It's fine. All good. All good, all good. Drill, I agree. It looked like a penalty in real time. Oh, and we got lucky there. Yeah, never a penalty. I really thought it was in real time. Walker's more than capable of dropping clangers like that. He's good enough to play for Bournemouth / Leeds. So he's, yeah, like a lower mid-table / relegation fodder. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't know if he'll make it as a City player because we've got so much talent in midfield, but I do really think he's good enough to be a Premier League player. If it was like, you know, different time periods, then I think McAtee would get more minutes. But right, Bernardo, you're gonna have to do more defensive work, mate, because Trossard is making a mug of you here. Captain House is making me horrendously. How can you be horrendously erect, Will? Flumper says the first pen was not a penalty. I don't agree, Flumper. For me, it was a penalty. I'm a City fan. There we go. Here's a question, Will. I don't know if you've weighed in on this conversation. You know Village's love for Alex Scott. Will he be at a Premier League club next season? And if so, where? Feels like a steel beam. Just the sheer weight of it. Oh dear, Edison with a ball up to Hall, and he flicks it on, but it's straight to the goalkeeper. Drew says the second instance more of a pen than the first. If you can, Mo, what the fuck? White and Vieira are coming on. Yeah, and was it a mistake to start Tomiyasu over White, who's been very good this season? Obviously, Walker did so well there to win the ball back. Rodri, Gundogan. This could be tricky. Here's Kevin. Haaland. Yes! Come on! Come on, Erling! Yes! Huge goal! What a fucking goal! Woohoo! Yes! Come on! Oh, I can't believe we're actually winning this game. I can't believe it. I tell you what, we've been the better team this second half. We've actually been so much better this second half. Mad. Oh, well done, Kevin. That was beautiful. Oh. Oh. Wow. What, Halves, what do you want me to do, mate? Look at this. Here's Zinchenko. Oh, and his weak foot as well. Love that's a lovely first touch by Haaland as well to take it onto his weak foot. Zinchenko, I've said it, as you know, he's good in possession. Defensively, there are question marks. Are we seeing? Oh, I think Chelsea just hit the post. Oh, Rashford's influence isn't matched. It's a consultation goal. Do you mean consolation, Halves? A consultation would be something else. Oh. Deary me. And there was that fucking Sky Sports thing saying, oh, he's not got a goal away against the Big Six. Well, now he's bloody got one. Right, 8 minutes. Do not concede another goal, lads. Don't do it. Haaland with 32 goals. Yeah, that's 26 in the Premier League. Arsenal with a really good move here. Kanji out. Yeah, love to see it, Flumper. Absolutely. Oh. Come on, 2-goal cushion, City. I would have been happy with a draw. A win is huge. What do I even think now? Oh. This is what City do. City give me false hope all the time. I thought, you know, I keep thinking City are out of it, and then Arsenal drop points. I was like, oh, maybe there's a hope. Chill and chill. I did, well, I'm a fraud. I said we're not scoring once, never mind twice. If Gabriel used his right foot to block instead of left foot, he blocks the Haaland shot, says Pim. I'd have to look at it again. I was paying more attention to the thing. I don't even know what. I still I tell you what, I'm still 60-40 on Arsenal winning the title. Because that first half from City was still... I know they've been much better this second half, but the first half cannot be forgotten. And we stunk up the gaff in that first half. We were lucky to not be like 2-0 down. This has been... Oh. But I tell you what, Arsenal have been their own worst enemy. Odegaard. Gets to Rodri, but he clears it out. Get to the 90th minute, 3-1 up, lads. Win that Haaland. Well done. Oh! Oh, if he's won this, that's obscene. Oh, that was really good play by Haaland. Wait, you're throwing to Arsenal? What? No, never mind. Will, why did you put the bet on? This is the start of Arsenal's downfall. I don't know if it's the start of a downfall. Oh, Dortmund should score, and they don't. Because I mean, at the end of the day, Arsenal still have a 3-point lead. At the end of the day, bad ball by Odegaard. They still have a 3-point lead. So, do you know what I mean? De Bruyne with another assist. That's his 12th of the season. Haaland did so well to put it on his right foot. Bam. Oh. Arsenal not getting top 4. And honestly, I don't even know. I don't know, because I thought Arsenal had the much better of the first half, but I think Will said it on the phone in. They didn't. They either weren't able to finish their chances, or when they got players in the right positions, they didn't have the right players in those positions. Arsenal have not been good this second half, I don't think. Really. You know, it's a game of two halves. The problem isn't Arsenal losing tonight, it's about the momentum. City definitely win the next 7 matches, can also keep up the momentum. Wow. Confident, Max. I love the confidence. I think it was always going to be interesting to see how Arsenal reacted to their first blip. I mean, this game isn't over yet. But, it was, you know, the loss against Everton and then the draw against Brentford. Brent White the shot. Ruben Diaz blocked it. Well done. Okay, clamping Saka. We love that. Yeah, Saka's been quiet this game, I feel like. Oh god, guys, Phillips is on. Saka got crumbled. Bernardo being a central midfielder and a left back. Yeah, it's another. I know he scored the penalty, but it's been another quiet game from Saka. And Saka's done nothing since Ake moved to left back. Look, some players have other players' numbers. Ake's clearly got his number based on the evidence. And it's a very defensive change, and rightly so. De Bruyne is coming off for Phillips. I think I spelled Phillips wrong, but I don't care. I actually don't care. Ake is Saka's kryptonite. Phillips looks terrified. He's like, please don't bring me on. That 20 quid is coming my way. I'll tell you what, DR. I don't know if DR's here anymore. If City don't win from this point, I will be a proper Phillips hater from now on. Toby says, I hate this so much. Yeah, Toby, I totally understand it. Yorkshire Pudding Man. Announces favourite City shirt ever? What a brilliant question. I'm a bit of a hipster. Honestly, the one from like the late 60s, the home one. Just a classic. No, obviously no sponsor. Badge in the middle. Iconic, beautiful. Love that. That's, well, basically the original shirt, the current home shirt, is doing an homage to. Boys, I take back everything I ever said about Jack Grealish. My flop. Yes. See, Edison, that's what you should be doing, mate. Rewarding my trust. Rewarding my trust. Jack Grealish has rewarded it this season. He's been, what, maybe our third best player? He's arguably been our most consistent. Apart from the Dortmund game, I don't think he's had a bad game that I can remember. He was very bad against Dortmund, but, I mean, most of City were bad that game. I agree now, that was a good one. Hello, Annalise. Jude's apparently showing Enzo levels. So glad we stuck to our gun, waited for Jude. Yeah, to be honest, I've been... Oh, again, Nketiah with a chance. If Jesus played, would Arsenal have scored another goal? I don't think the party one actually made that much of a difference, honestly, because the errors that, like, Jorginho's done nothing wrong this game. The errors Arsenal made, I think, would have been made even if Partey was on the pitch. So the party absence for me, the party absence isn't really relevant for me. Nketiah hasn't been good though. Although he did win the penalty. Oh, De Bruyne gets a water bottle chucked to him. That's nice. He winks at him. Aguero might be a fraud. Wait, what? Erling Haaland is now equals Aguero's best ever goal tally for City. Aguero's not a fraud. He's just, you know, sadly always injured. Oh, that's a good save by the Dortmund keeper. From what I've seen, Chelsea have had the better chances, to be honest. Looks like, but it does appear to be an even game. And that, oh, Mudrik's fun, isn't it? I tell you what, I've decided, I've made a decision on Mudrik. I like him. I've decided, I've made that assessment based on nothing but my eyes. I like him. 5 minutes of added time. Just realised we're in the 90th minute. There is still time. Wait, well, at least Arsenal are definitely not winning this game. When did Real Madrid score against us, actually, when they needed 2 goals? When did that happen? Edison claims it. Well done! My spaghetti legs, king keeper. Well, Baldy, who knows? Maybe. Oh, Dortmund! He's got to score! It's an open goal! And there you go. He rounded the keeper. And Dortmund are 1-0 up. Oh, a lovely celebration. He did a backflip as well. What beautiful hair that man has. There we go. Wonderful. It looked like a really good, quick counter-attacking move by Dortmund. He rounded Kepa and finished into the open net. Wonderful work by Dortmund. Huge goal for them because it looked like Chelsea were on the up. 5 minutes extra time. Just got to stay composed. Exactly, Flumper. And that came from Chelsea's corner, did it? Gosh, that came from a Chelsea corner. One ball over. Oh, and I tell you what, Enzo Fernandez was the last man, and he got absolutely rinsed. Oh my god, he got embarrassed there, Enzo Fernandez. Deary me, that was terrible defending by him. He burnt him. Liam will be loving that. Liam's agenda is flourishing right now. Racing League Merchant. No, I do because of Jack. Jack's always going on about him. Have we started? Oh, I'm watching both games. I just saw a goal, Arian Wem. I'm mainly watching the City game. Oh, and it's a cross over the top. City are actually gonna beat Arsenal. Wow, and not even like even 2 goals. What's going on? And honestly, what a change from the first half where I was like City deserve to be losing. I'm actually confident in saying I think City have deserved to win this game. Maybe 3-1's a bit flattering. Maybe 2-1 would be a fairer score. Liam ran a pro Enzo agenda for 6 months just to flip. I rate it. I really wish I didn't have to have an Enzo agenda because I actually really wanted him, but this guy's washed with shit. Well, Liam, watch the goal and you'll see what I mean. It's shades of Jorginho getting outpaced. Just didn't commit, didn't do anything. Oh, Phillips. Phillips cleared it. Well done, mate. And I know that Arsenal have a game in hand. Anything can happen. However, as things stand, I think for the first time this season, City are top of the league. And now it'll be really interesting to see that there's 3 games in a row in the Premier League, 4 games in all competitions where Arsenal have failed to win. I believe they're the youngest team in the Premier League. How do they bounce back from that? Will they bounce back? Can they bounce back? Would be the question if you're an Arsenal fan. I think they can. There was always going to be a blip. This is the blip. I think you can blame Enzo. I don't agree. He can do something. He cannot get beaten that easily. They'll let the third teams be top at Christmas, not win the league. Pretty sure we've done it twice. But it's still early days. It's still very early days. Arsenal could still very easily win this league. I'm just happy that... I'm just so happy that City are winning this game. Oh dear. Yeah, can't believe we won that. Or are winning this, sorry. I mean, there's just over a minute left. We're going to win, come on. Sheffield equaliser pending, hopefully from McAtee, will. Arsenal are finito versus Body. Who's their next match, actually? If they've got a tricky... I assume it's going to be away. If it's a tricky away game, that could be interesting. Little Phil. Oh, that's lovely. Nice little ball out to Ilkay. Foden's continued his run. Could it get worse for Arsenal here? Gundogan's got so much space. Now Haaland's done well to keep the move going. It's a good tackle by Saka, I think that was. Well done. Oh. Milner going to show him levels. Villa away. I mean, City didn't beat Villa away. In fairness, again, that's not a given. That's not an easy game. So you know, I could maybe see Arsenal drawing that game potentially. Oh, Foden's kept this move alive. 10 seconds left. In the corner, well done, little Phil. Ooh. And there we go. Huge. What a result. What an outrageous result that was. Brilliant. Brilliant result. Terrible first half from City. Truly terrible first half. Second half, Arsenal, their own worst enemy, made 2 very foolish mistakes, which, I mean, every single goal scored was a mistake, to be honest. But the fact that Arsenal made so many back-to-back has cost them. And, skin fade looks sharp. Thank you, Tayab. Yeah, love it. 2 of my favourite players, Haaland and Grealish, scoring. And if we go to the Premier League standings, as I say, appreciate that caveat of Arsenal have a game in hand. But look at the league table now. And what's interesting is that everyone's talking about City's leaky defence, and they would be right to talk about it because it hasn't been great this season. But Arsenal have only conceded 2 fewer. With another game to play where they could concede more. So, there is a potential. And they've obviously scored way more goals than everyone else. Press Arsenal and they make errors. That's how you beat them. Well, when you've got Gabriel at the back, I've never been convinced by Gabriel. This season or last. In fact, I think... no, I can't remember what I was going to say. Never mind. But there we go, huge. Now, question mark. Are we going to look back on this game as a turning point, as a City versus Liverpool in the 18-19 season? Zaka, thank you so much for following. Flumper, I know you're new. Make sure to follow the stream so you'll stay updated for when we go live. Is this a turning point, as I say, where that game was, where City then went on a run and just were not caught? Or is it too early to tell? City still have got some tricky games coming up. I know they've got to play Liverpool at the Etihad. Got to play Chelsea at the Etihad with all their new signings. I tell you what, I was looking at the last game of the season is away against Brentford. That is terrifying to think that if the title is still, if City are in a situation where if they win the last game, they win the title, that terrifies me. Obviously, they've got to play Arsenal at home as well. But this was huge, and it's now it's in City's hands even more so than before. Even more so than before. And Arsenal really can't afford to slip up unless City slip up first. Oh, what a game. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and record the podcast with Gasky. So I'm going to be buzzing. Gasky will be buzzing because United have been playing well. So make sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already subscribed to the podcast YouTube channel or followed us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, what you're doing. The link is there if you want to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. If you haven't already done so, if you have a Spotify account, if you have an Apple Podcast account, then do give us a 5-star review because it would really mean the world. If you haven't already done that. I mean, Tib, you could call me cutie yourself in the Knobcast if you sort your bank situation out. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday for Football Manager. Goodbye, guys. Love you too, chat.